going to be talking about jumping. Now, I heard that Koa gets a little excited and maybe he's a little jumpy when he sees you. Of course, he loves you guys and he wants to hang out with you, and he's all the way down here and your head's all the way up here, and the only way to get to it is to jump. But we want to make sure that he, of course, maintains his manners, especially when new people are coming over. So if you have some time, allow approximately 20 minutes or so. Allow approximately 20 minutes or so to work with him at this point in time. So on your day off, you guys don't have too much to do, or maybe in the mornings or evenings before or after work, try to work on this with Koa. So we have a few options in regards to nipping this jumping in the bud. All right, so the first option is, I'm just going to let him hang out over here. The first option is that when we come into an area, of course, he's going to be excited to see you, and the number one thing you want to do is avoid talking to him, touching him, or even looking at him when he's in this overly excited state. So when you approach, say I'm walking here into the area, and of course Koa's all exercised and relaxed right now, so he's not going to jump on me. However, when you come home from work, he's going to be real excited to see you. So when you come in, no talk, no touch, no eye contact, you can walk right by Koa. And if he does decide that he's going to jump on you, the first thing we're going to avoid doing is pushing him off. Pushing is initiating play, so we definitely don't want to push him. So he jumps on you, all you're going to do is either put your hands in front of you like this and turn away from Koa. You're going to give him your back, not going to acknowledge him whatsoever in that excited state. Or you could fold your arms like this, and again, turning your back. Now, if he jumps on you, and he's a pretty big dog, so it's going to be a lot different than, of course, a small dog jumping on you. So if the jumping is quite persistent and you still have the opportunity to come in and work with Koa and try out this new method here of ignoring him, turning your back, and it doesn't work, you have another option of removing yourself from the room. Now, when you see Koa and he's excited and you're refraining from talking to him, touching him, or looking at him, and this isn't working, the next best thing, or worst thing for him, since that's his favorite person that is going to be leaving, is to just remove yourself from the room. Worst possible thing you could do to your dog. They love you and they want to be with you. So they're going to wonder why mom and dad are removing themselves from him. What did he do wrong? What can he do right to make sure that he can get affection from you and make contact with you? So if you practice with him, coming inside, he gets very excited. Oh, we're not going to acknowledge that. We're going to turn our back. If you notice that does not work, remove yourself from the room. Simply walk out. You're going to ignore him. Close the door. Wait approximately 10, maybe 20 seconds or so, depending on how excited he is. And then try to approach him one more time. Again, you're going to be avoiding looking at him, talking to him, or touching him. If it doesn't work, try it one more time. Remove yourself from the room. Wait those 10, 15, 20 seconds or more. Go up to 30 seconds if you'd like. And practice one more time. This is going to be old hat after a while. So he's going to get tired of you coming in and out. Just going to stand there or approach you, all paws on the ground. And then at that point in time, you can give him a treat reward. So, since he's sitting so nicely. And the reason why I prefer treats versus affection in situations like this is if your dog gets overly excited by you either looking at him or touching or talking to him a lot, chances are that you talking to him and giving him tons of affection, touching him all over, and if you did a good job, he might just get really excited again and start jumping, and then you're back to square one. Excuse you. However, if you provide Koa with a food reward, he still registers that as a reward. He gets to eat it. It's wonderful, his favorite treat, and you don't have to increase that level of excitement. So he'll be able to understand that I still get a treat, I get a reward for being calm, and also he's not overly excited because there's a lot of touching going on, or you're talking to him a lot, especially in a high-pitched voice that really seems to get dogs going. Okay, he's been such a good boy. All right, so once more, like I said, if you approach him, first thing, try to simply ignore him. If this works, which depending on the type of dog and how large they are and their energy levels and things like that, how persistent they are, simply turning your back and ignoring them might work in the beginning, you never know. And then once you find that he's calmed down, then you can go and give him his food reward. If that does not work, removing yourself from the room, again approaching that situation like you did before. No talk, no touch, no eye contact. Walk right in there, see that Koa calms down, doing a good job. Once again, that food reward, if you feel that the excitement level is going to kind of skyrocket if you give him a lot of attention at that point in time. Here's your third option. You can have 2 leads, and one is going to go on his flat collar, and then the other one is going to go around his neck. You can use a slip lead or what have you, but we want to make sure that we have 2 on him at that point in time. And the reason being is, so we don't have to restrain him or use our strength against Koa, because he's a big boy and he's pretty strong. So what we're going to do is have that lead attached to his collar, and when it's attached to his collar, we're simply going to step on that lead there. And then your second lead is going to be in our proper position right at the top part of the neck behind the ears. So when you have someone hopefully working with you, you do need 2 people to do this. If someone's stepping on the leash and of course holding the second lead so you can maintain control of Koa's head, practice coming inside of the room. So you're going to have one person with Koa stepping on the lead that's attached to his collar, and then the other lead is going to be located at the top part of his neck, and that one is going to be in your hands. Now, approach Koa, come into the room. Once again, no talk, no touch, no eye contact. And at this point in time, he is physically not going to be able to jump up. So this method works well, especially if you had, let's say, surgery and you have a bad back, or your arms hurt. Maybe you just don't feel like messing with Koa at that point in time, but this is a really easy way of making sure that we can prevent him from jumping. And of course, if he can't jump, what else is he going to do? He's either going to stand, sit, or lay down. And at that point in time, when he calms down or he sits down nicely, that's always preferable. We're going to, one more time, use our food rewards and give him a treat. If you notice that he's going to get extremely excitable with you acknowledging him, talking to him, touching him, please avoid doing that, yet still provide him with a reward that is food. So he still understands that he gets a reward for being calm. And if you want to reinforce calm behavior at home, let's say you're sitting on the couch or something and Koa's coming by you, and we want to have a little jar of cookies or treats or something right up on the side next to the couch. As soon as you see Koa relax and lay down without you telling him, all you got to do is provide him with a little bit of food. He's going to wonder, why in the world am I getting food right now? All I'm doing is just laying down. I'm being lazy and laying down. But that is what we want. Not the laziness, but we want the calm behavior. We want him to calm down, be nice and relaxed. And only then will he be able to get a treat or affection, again, depending on his level of excitement. He's really calm right now, of course. But I hope that these methods can help you. And of course, please let us know if there's anything else that you would like to work on in regards to anything to do with Mr. Koa here. But please try those 3 options regarding jumping and I know it's going to be a little difficult in the beginning. Of course, you don't want to be frustrated when you're working with a dog that may be a persistent jumper. So if you find yourself getting a little irritated, just stop the training session right there. Have him do something simple like sit, for example, or even heel. Bring him on the leash and heel. Always make sure you're ending on that positive note. Very important. You want all of the trainings to be positive as possible. And simply try again later. Alright, so this has been Nicole here with Koa. We've been talking about jumping, and there's a few options that you have to kind of take care of that there. But I'm sorry I'm not going to be there to see him go, but I'm sure we'll see him again soon. We'll see you later. Bye.